to focus and let's just make stops. Eric and TJ?
Thanks, Ricky Flores, for that Samsung courtside update. Turn on tomorrow. That's the last thing you should do is allow yourself to get rattled in situations like this. Although UP is still down by 10 here, 31-21. Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Nissin Yakisobrang sarap. And Montfort gets a round of applause.
Finally, they're giving a rest.
From the Ateneo crowd here.
It's not easy to score 12 quick points. Nakakapagod din yan.
12 points in a little more than
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. If Coach Norma didn't pull him on, who knows, 24 in 10 minutes. Halfway to go here in the second quarter. Season looking for some help, and a holding foul on the rookie Johnson.
Interestingly, with much smaller Wami Johnson is guarding Martin Reyes, so let's see if UP can take advantage of this mismatch.
And this is what you were talking about, TJ. If he's not scoring, he is facilitating. The PS Bank maasahan assist right there from Watford. Sobrang bilis na, may prime rebate pa. PS Bank home loan, silungan from the elbow. Johnson not using the De La Cruz screen, the pick and roll. They send it out to Salva. Salva, long two.
And even though they're down by 10, whatever it's worth, that 1-2-2 zone has bothered the comfort zone of Nico Salva, who likes to operate at the wings.
Maniego almost got stripped by Salamat. And Salamat leaking out and will finish. Oh, that's right. Spoke a little too soon.
Oh, wild pass by Maniego.
And UP getting it back.
Lucky break there for UP. Some careless passes being given out by Maniego and Reyes.
Take a look at the muffed layup by Salamat on our Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow.
Well, it's making better a little bit.
Kirk Long checks in for Ateneo. Posting up against De La Cruz gets traveling as he went inside. A little too fast for his own good.
He lost his balance there. He was landing from that quick spin move.
Take a look here on our Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow.
There you go. For the next step.
It's been 31-21 for quite a while now. Both teams losing their touch. Tip-in attempt there by De La Cruz doesn't fall. UP getting the stops they need, but they can't so far buy a basket.
Well, they're 2 out of 13 from the field here in the second quarter alone, Eric. So only 15%. Ateneo, on the other hand, shooting 41% in the second quarter.
40 of the 41% coming from Evan Montfort.
Well, he does have 12 of their 14 points.
Cole gets his 8th point of the game and finally breaks that scoring drought for UP, cutting that deficit as well to just 8. There's a foul called on the Maniego. That's his first. And Coach Norman Black calls a timeout. 31-23. Ateneo still on top by 8. Timeout from Samsung. Turn on tomorrow.
Franconia for
here is play hyper from the quarter. Solmyuk's 2-town with insta-cool cough relief. Woody Go, 8 points, 4 out of 9 from the field. Hanes Cool School Gear, Hanes America's leading underwear brand. Blue Babel Battalion. Warming up for the half-court or halftime festivities in the first game of our Saturday showcase here at the Big Dome. Courtesy of the Wudiko basket, the 10-point lead of Ateneo now turned down to 8. And Goya is hacked underneath the basket. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Golia starting today as power forward for Ateneo. Will shoot 2 as we listen in to Jessica Mendoza.
Hey Eric, real quickly, Nico Salva actually just dislocated his finger. I'm not sure which finger it is and or why it happened, but I'm going to try and find out during halftime.
All right, thanks, Jessica. That's a sort of devastating news for Ateneo.
We didn't see that happen.
Yeah, if Salva doesn't make it back to the game today. Leading scorer is Nico Salva with 12.6 points a ball game. That's going to be a huge loss in production for the Blue Eagles if they don't see him back on the floor. Great defense by Golia on Ko. And a strip again by Salamat. Ouch! Hard foul committed by UP on Salamat on the break there.
Miggy Maniego's getting his money's worth with his playing time today so far. With the few minutes he's had on the floor, he's had 3 fouls already. He's only played 3.5 minutes.
Quick hands by Salamat. Clearly seen on our Clear Men Precision Stop. Clear Anti-Dandruff Shampoo's high precision stop of the game.
Well, you cannot keep yourself napping when you're holding the ball and Eric Salamat is just a few feet away from you. You got to be really careful with taking care of that ball. And not as if you're just waiting to find an open man to pass to. He's going to try to swipe that ball away.
Between these two teams, he leads all players in steals in a game, 2.3 per ball game. Talking about Eric Salamat, as you saw momentarily, the new head coach of UP, Boyet Fernandez, who, according to Ricky earlier, really irate with the players after that disappointing loss against NU, where they led by as much as 22 points. But after that, the coaching staff got the boys together, put them in the UP hotel for a couple of days to bond, get their morale up, and see what they have here in the second round of elimination. Silungan going inside.
They've been needing that. I haven't seen, much slashing from UP this whole game. They've been relegating themselves to pick and rolls, weaving on top of the key, and just outside shots after outside shots. Rarely have we seen this.
Be aggressive, go to the line, shoot some free throws. That's what UP needs to do. And Silungan on our Samsung Instant Replay, Samsung Turn On tomorrow. First free throws for UP in the game. That's how long it's taken for them to be aggressive and get themselves at the line.
That's also an indication of the lack of slashing to the basket, the fact that you haven't been to the free throw line. Normally those would cause fouls on the other team and get to the foul line.
2 for 2 for Mike Silungan. I'm pretty sure UP folks looking for Silungan and the rest to do more of the same. Long. Stripped from behind by Padilla and completely taken away by UP.
The ball bouncing off the leg of Kirk Long, according to the ref. So ball back to UP. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the half. I'm sure UP will want to end this on a good note and not allow Ateneo to come in halftime with a double-digit lead. But moving screen there by, who was that?
Oh, that was
Gomez
with an illegal kick set on Kirk Long. Take a look here. Massive pick. That's put up by Gomez.
He did lean into it. You cannot do that. Even though your feet were not moving, but the upper body was leaning into the guy.
Salamat going baseline. Long. There's a tripping foul called on Alvin Padilla.
Pushing foul at number 12, Alvin Padilla.
Penalty now for UP. So 2 free throws.
And Montfort for Wami Johnson.
Montfort comes back in for Wami Chongson.
2
12 points,
Kirk
leading
Long.
scorer of Ateneo is Montfort, and all those 12 he poured in the second quarter. Chongson sits down, scoreless after several minutes of action on the floor. Kirk Long is the 3rd leading scorer of Ateneo with that, or those numbers that you see on your screen. There's a whistle on the play. A holding foul will be called on Ateneo here.
That's going to be on Justin
Holding foul
Chua.
at number 18, Justin Chua.
He's got to pick his moments of being
Mikey
aggressive
Reyes
defensively.
for
I mean,
Alvin Padilla.
it was just against Gomez at the post. That was not Woody Cole. That was not Mikey Season. So you got to know when to really push and shove hard enough and gamble and risk getting called for a foul.
And since Norman Black doesn't want Chua, a very productive big man right now for him today, getting more or deeper into foul trouble, pulls him out and puts back Jumbo Escueta on the floor.
That was because that was Justin Chua's second foul. He wanted to pick up a careless third going into halftime.
Two free throws for Michael Silverman.
Silungan is at the line. 5 points already, make that 6 points for the leading scorer of the Fighting Maroons. All put up in the second quarter. There's the bench of Ateneo on your screens. 5 and 2 are the Blue Eagles in the standings, looking to tie with Adamson if they win here today. Very tight, sticky defense by Mikey Reyes on Montfort there, and commits the foul. Careless foul as UP is in the penalty already.
Exactly. They want to give them more free throws, fouling them 80 feet away from the basket.
That gives Montfort 2 free throws.
So Montfort, with the luxury of adding to his 12 points, very steady at the line is Eman Montfort.
2 for 2 today.
13 points and 4 rebounds.
He is the best free throw shooter on Ateneo. He's shooting 82% from the free throw line.
Solid numbers for Eman Montfort in the second quarter. 14 points. Told you if he wasn't pulled out, you'd be like 24, right? Under a minute remaining here in the first half. Ball tapped out of bounds by Ateneo. 11 seconds on the shot clock for UP. There's our Powerade Hyper Play of the quarter. Get back on defense, push the ball on offense, step up your game with the Powerade. Different angle on that two-man play between Montfort and De La Cruz. Oh, good hesitation, goes inside. Gets stripped again by Salamat, who loses the ball out of bounds.
Coming out of nowhere was Eric Salamat to deny that layup of Woody Cole. I don't know if you call that a block or a strip.
How do you block somebody when you're pushing the ball up? That's one of a kind.
Just find your ways to swipe that ball away.
And speaking of swiping the ball away, Montfort walking straight into the elbow of Silungan. And he seems to be okay, gathers himself, and now stands up.
He's a tough little cookie.
Number 21, Michael Silverman. His first.
So Silungan gets called for the foul. Take a look here at our Samsung Instant Replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow.
Third long there, trying to deny on defense. Did not see the point of contact as the ref was blocking our angle there.
Salamat. Golia, too strong with the left hand.
That was everything but the shot there. Great execution.
Reyes was open momentarily. He puts it up. High arcing three for Martin Reyes.
Good recognition there by Mikey Reyes with an early pass. Even way before he crossed the half-court line, seeing Martin open and drilling that three.
9 points for Martin Reyes, all scored from beyond the arc. Salamat blowing by Silungan. Mikey Reyes taking it away. Martin taken away by Montfort. Montfort looking at the clock, knows the time, puts it up.
First day mo na pag pumasok ko yun, no? Sobra na yan. But nonetheless, great hustle by Mikey Reyes. Boyet Fernandez, Coach Boyet, happy with the hustle of his boys to bring the lead down to 8. Coming with the halftime, he's applauding with smiles, smiling all over too.
There's the final score at the end of the first half of action. Ateneo 37, UP 29. Score update brought to you by KFC UAAP Snack Box. Score for your school with the Shoot Your Vote promo by KFC. Martin Reyes behind hand for UP now with 9 points. As we award our champ of the game, Eman Montfort, putting up 14 points, all scored in the second quarter. That is brought to you by Jollibee Champ, Big Burger goodness like no other. The breakdown of the first half when we come back. That is the score at halftime, 37-29 Ateneo. Their biggest lead was 12 points, while UP's biggest lead was 5. And the pep squad of UP wowing the crowd here. That's basically what UP has got going for them right now.